Allow me to introduce you to Bernard Arnault, the dashing French billionaire with a flair for fashion and a wallet thicker than a croissant. With his perfectly coiffed hair and impeccable sense of style, Arnault looks like he's stepped straight out of the pages of Vogue magazine. But don't let his charming good looks fool you. Arnault is a shrewd businessman with a talent for turning struggling companies into multi-billion-dollar empires. He's the kind of guy who could sell a beret to a bald man and make it look like the height of fashion. Some say that Arnault was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but he actually started out as a scrawny teenager with a love for Dungeons and Dragons and a fear of sunlight. It wasn't until he discovered his passion for numbers and business that he truly began to shine. Now with a net worth of over $150 billion, Arnault is one of the richest men in the world. He's the mastermind behind luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Fendi, and he shows no signs of slowing down. So, if you're looking for a role model who's equal parts suave and savvy, look no further than Monsieur Bernard Arnault. Let's take a hilarious journey through some of the most significant moments in Bernard Arnault's life. Number 1. An in-depth look at the early years, education, and professional accomplishments of one of the world's richest men. Bernard Arnault, the world's renowned fashion mogul and billionaire, wasn't always this suave, sophisticated businessman we know him as today. In fact, he was once a lanky, awkward teenager with a love for Dungeons and Dragons and an aversion to sunlight. Despite his oddball tendencies, Arnault was a gifted student with a knack for numbers. He graduated from the prestigious École Polytechnique in France with top honors, but quickly realized that his true passion lay in the world of business. After a brief stint working for his father's construction company, Arnault set his sights on the luxury goods market. He started out small, buying up struggling companies and turning them into profitable ventures through shrewd management and savvy marketing tactics. Before long, Arnault had amassed a fortune and become one of the most powerful figures in the fashion industry. But even with all of his success, he remained humble and down to earth, often wearing the same outdated suits and ties he'd had since the 80s. Now at a ripe old age of 72, Arnault shows no signs of slowing down. He's still as passionate and driven as ever, and continues to lead LVMH to new heights of success. It just goes to show that even the most unlikely of characters can achieve great things with hard work, determination, and a little bit of magic, or maybe just a lucky roll of the dice. Number 2. The rise of LVMH. Once upon a time, Bernard Arnault was just a scrappy young entrepreneur with a dream of owning every single luxury brand in the world. Okay, maybe not every single one, but definitely enough to build the world's largest luxury conglomerate. So Arnault started buying up struggling luxury brands left and right, turning them into cash cows with his sharp business mind and impeccably tailored suits. He knew what people wanted, and he wasn't afraid to give it to them, even if it meant charging $100 for a single sock. Before long, Arnault had built an empire that spanned the globe. LVMH owned everything from designer handbags to fine champagne to high-end hotels. And the best part, people were willing to pay insane amounts of money for all of it, just so they could say they owned a piece of the luxury pie. So what sets LVMH apart from other luxury brands? Simple, it's the Arnault touch. With his eye for design and his unrelenting drive for success, there's no telling what kind of luxury empire he'll build next. Maybe he'll buy the moon and turn it into a high-end resort. Who knows? The sky is the limit, unless, of course, you're Bernard Arnault. Then the sky is just another investment opportunity. Number 3. Examining the business philosophy and management techniques that have helped Arnault achieve such remarkable success. When it comes to leadership, Bernard Arnault is a force to be reckoned with. He's the kind of boss who can make grown men cry with a single glare, but also knows how to whip up a mean croissant for the office breakfast meeting. Arnault's management style is all about taking risks and thinking outside the box. He's not afraid to invest in a struggling brand, even if it means selling off his yacht collection to do so. And once he takes on a company, he's not satisfied until it's the biggest and best in its industry, even if it means forcing employees to wear top hats and monocles to work. But Arnault isn't all about fancy suits and expensive wine. He's also a firm believer in hard work and dedication. He expects nothing but the best from his employees, and he's not afraid to use his trusty whip, metaphorically speaking of course, to make sure they deliver. In short, Bernard Arnault's leadership style is a unique blend of risk-taking, creativity, and a touch of intimidation. And it's all paid off in the end, as he's now one of the wealthiest men in the world. So if you're looking to emulate his success, just remember to invest in designer handbags and never leave the house without your trusty whip. Number 4. The role of art in Bernard Arnault's life. Bernard Arnault's love of art is almost as legendary as his collection of luxury goods. From painting to sculptures to that weird thing made out of bubble wrap that he found on eBay, Arnault has a passion for all things artistic. But what does art have to do with selling designer handbags and fancy champagne? Simple. It's all about the branding. You see, owning a piece of art by a famous artist is like owning a piece of the luxury lifestyle. It's a status symbol that says, hey, look at me, I can afford to spend millions of dollars on something I don't even understand. And when it comes to selling luxury goods, status symbols are everything. That's why Arnault's love of art is so integral to his business philosophy. By curating a collection of high-end artwork, he's creating a sense of exclusivity and luxury that's hard to replicate. So the next time you see a painting by Monet or a sculpture by Rodin, just remember, it's not just a pretty piece of art. It's a symbol of the kind of lifestyle that only the Bernard Arnaults of the world can afford. Number 5. Bernard Arnault's impact on the fashion industry. Bernard Arnault is the kind of guy who can wear a suit made out of garbage bags and still look like $1 million. And that's exactly the kind of style he brings to the fashion industry. With his keen eye for design and his love of all things fancy, Arnault has had a huge impact on the global fashion landscape. And if you ask him, he'll tell you it's all part of his master plan to take over the world. But Arnault's impact on the fashion industry goes beyond just creating iconic brands. He's also known for his cutting-edge fashion shows, which feature everything from live animals to models wearing nothing but feathers and glitter. It's all about creating a spectacle that people will talk about for years to come, and Arnault knows just how to do that. So the next time you're walking down the runway or just down the street, remember that Bernard Arnault is the reason why you're wearing that designer outfit. And if you see him, be sure to give him a nod of appreciation, or just throw some glitter in his general direction. Congratulations, you're officially part of the Cool Kids Club, but hold up, don't leave just yet. If you're digging this video, then you gotta hit that subscribe button and share it like there's no tomorrow. The more people we reach, the more inspired we'll be to keep pumping out hilarious content. And hey, we know you're busy living your best life, but don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any of our groundbreaking videos. It's like having a personal butler who alerts you whenever we drop a new post. So let's do this! Subscribe and share and hit that notification bell with all the ferocity of a lion hunting its prey. Because let's be real, missing out on our videos would be a tragedy of epic proportions.